Hello everyone, this is the Mgtow Cowboy. Greetings and salutations. I have some bad news to report that I believe should concern all men within the Manosphere and all men within the Mgtow community and Red Pill community. It has come to my attention that a couple hours ago, and today is the morning of the 13th of August, it has come to my attention that there was a mass shooting in Plymouth, in Britain, in the United Kingdom. Apparently, a young man. I'm sorry, I can't remember his first name. I looked it up a second ago. His last name is Davison. He went on a shooting spree, and he killed like 6 people. This normally would not have anything to do with our community, the Mgtow community, but in a way, in an indirect way, it does, because the media is reporting that this man was connected to the Manosphere. It was reported that this guy had his own blog or something like that, and he self-described as an incel. And he's also self-described as a black pillar. And if you guys remember, of course, you know, this could all harken back to, if I can bring us all back to, you remember a couple years ago, the deranged killer, I think it was Elliot Rogers. Remember Elliot Rogers? Yeah, right. So and then there was another guy, Manasium or something in Britain. Or, I'm sorry, no, in Canada, I think. He rented like a moving truck. He rented like a small box truck or straight truck, and he killed a whole bunch of people. And these guys were basically like black pillars. Well, what we have here again is what it seems like. The preliminary reports are that this guy was like a black pillar and an incel, and so he decided to commit an act of domestic terrorism, or call it whatever you want, mass killing. Yeah, just real quick, let me take a look here. And show you guys. So this is, what is this? This is the Telegraph. So this is the telegraph.uk. And Plymouth gunman, Jake Davison, said, "I am a Terminator" in final YouTube video before Rampage. Okay, so read if you could see the line right below that. Jake Davison was obsessed with the fact that he didn't have a girlfriend, and subscribed to the so-called black pill movement. So notice how they're again, they want to call us a movement, and it just goes into it. But you know, and I already read it. Yeah, again, this guy, he killed a whole bunch of people, and he has or had been looking at black pill content, and we all know that black pill is it is within what we call the Manosphere. So I think that Mgtows should be concerned about this, because you know, I do not want to be labeled as any sort of criminal or any sort of, you know, terrorist or involved in any sort of domestic terrorist activity. I remember learning not too long ago that what was it, the Texas Department of Health, some agency over in Texas, has openly stated that they consider, I think it was the incel movement. Again, they want to call us a movement. What they call the incel movement as being a possible domestic terrorist group. And then there was also, I remember learning, I can't remember, some government agency in Canada also started talking about how incels or black pillars could be considered possible domestic terrorists again. So, you know, I find that very concerning. I don't even know what we can do. I mean, how you know, I consider myself within the Red Pill community and a Mgtow. You know, I don't even know how we would self-police, because we're not a movement. There's no central leader. There's no central building that we all go to, It's just a philosophy. It's a lifestyle. So I don't even know if we could, self-police. But I think really that this points to a larger issue, an issue that really concerns the powers that be. And that is that there is, within Western societies, it could be in other societies as well, I don't know, I can only speak from the society that I'm from, there is this perception among mostly young men in Western societies that that they're losing their power in society. They're losing the guy said, this guy Davison said he had no reason to live. I think he maybe perceived himself as a failure. I think a lot of young men in Western societies, they're starting to see themselves as failures. They're living with their parents longer. They cannot obtain good employment that's good enough to live on, or to have what you would deem a living wage, where they can live on their own and have enough money to attract a woman and have children and sustain a family and all this stuff. And and I think governments are very worried about that, because if you know your history, when societies get to a point where a certain percentage of the men become disenfranchised, these men start to see that they are disenfranchised, or at least they perceive themselves as being disenfranchised, and they stop supporting the systems or the societies that they're in. In fact, it can get to the point where the men start essentially burning down society. You call it overthrow, or attacking, terrorist activity, whatever you want to call it, because the way that they see it is they're not benefiting from society anymore, and if they don't have a stake in the society, why should they support that society? So it's like this fine balance. We want to make sure that enough men are able to have social mobility. At the same time, the people at the top, they don't want that. They want what they've always wanted. They want more for themselves and less for us. But if they do that and they're too successful at doing that, then the men at the bottom holding the system together, they revolt, or So I mean, I don't know. That's just my take. I think that this is worrying. So, and I think that the powers that be, or the elites or whatever, they're concerned because they don't really. I mean, yeah, I'll just say it. I don't really think they care that much for oh, whatever, there was a protest, ooh, there was a protest. They don't care. But they do care when people start, picking up weapons and committing acts like this, because you can actually destabilize a society like this. And if enough men do that, well, that's what revolutions and rebellions are. That's what starts a revolution. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Again, this is the Mgtow Cowboy. Gents, please, if you like my content, please like, please comment, please share, and please subscribe. And yeah, all right, I'll leave it at that. All right, bye now.